Hey, this is the Review Junkie, and today I'll be reviewing the new thriller, The Housemaid. As always, my review will be illustrated and the artwork is done by myself. And if you like movies, art, and comic books, please hit that subscribe button because all my reviews are hand drawn. I love to draw and talk about movies, so help make my dreams come true so I can do this full time. Like, subscribe, and feel free to share this with your friends so my channel can become official someday. So this movie stars Sydney Sweeney, Amanda Seyfried, Brendan Sklenar, Michelle Morone, and Elizabeth Perkins. It is directed by Paul Feig. This is a non-spoiler review, so everything I discuss will have been shown in the trailers. Absolutely no spoilers. I'll tell you briefly about the plot, the characters, my pros and cons, final thoughts, and if this is worth checking out at your local movie theater. So this is my first review of 2026, and I just want to wish everyone a happy and healthy new year. And if the option is there, please hype up the video to support the channel. So the plot involves Millie, played by Sydney Sweeney, and she needs a job. And I mean the girl is desperate with a capital D, and she needs to work. Not regular work, but W-E-R-K, work, if you know what I'm saying. Okay. So she finds that Nina, played by Amanda Seyfried, a very wealthy woman in Long Island, needs a live-in maid, and so she interviews for the job and ends up getting it. It's the perfect opportunity, but as soon as she moves in, all the red flags start popping up, right? And you know if it's too good to be true, it usually is. And so Sydney is just trying to navigate and survive Amanda's craziness so she can just get her next paycheck. And of course, behind all the gloss, shine, and vanity lies secrets. And will Millie discover those secrets and make it to the next day? So I'm going to get it out of the way and let you know this movie is everything. It was such a surprise because I went in thinking it would be utter rubbish. And if you're familiar with the channel, then you know all I ask is to be entertained. Just entertain my dumbass. And this thing was juicy with a capital J. And I feel this is a type of movie we don't see very often. As the late 1990s approached, the erotic psychological thriller era had officially come to an end at that point. So I am going to beat around the bush a lot in this video because I don't want to spoil anything. But the first big pro I have is the premise. We've seen this formula used dozens and dozens of times over. A female boss from hell, women hating women. What's the reason for it, right? A new employee starts working for a married couple, and now it's two women and one attractive man. What to do? Will he or won't he cave into his manly urges? So the whole entire hook of the movie is Amanda being crazy, and what's the reveal, right? Why is she like that? And the execution of tidbits being dropped here and there are executed perfectly. Supporting characters drop clues here and there, and it's all very strategic. But is it fact, fiction, or just straight up gossip? And the reveal here had me gagging because the trailer is cut so well to lead one to believe what's really going on. And it took what could have went down a path we've seen so often and throws us a spicy curveball to really amp things up and keep it interesting. All the devil are in the details, and you don't know the significance of certain things till the movie is over. And acting wise, Amanda stole the show. This is probably the best thing I've seen her in, and she really flexes her acting chops. I feel like she's a working actress, and the last thing I remember her in was Mamma Mia, that was high profile. But she has the juiciest part here, the most amazing lines, and batshit crazy things that people wish they got a paycheck to do. And who doesn't want to get a paycheck to go apeshit from time to time? Okay. And the entire hook of what she's doing could easily be resolved if we had intelligent characters asking the right probing questions. But we don't really get that because this is a 2-hour plus movie and we need certain things to happen in order to maintain suspense and intrigue. And man, do they maintain that so well. All I wanted was to see Amanda and Sydney alone in as many scenes as possible to see what crazy shit was going down. Okay. I like the entire cast, but of course, Amanda is the MVP here because she gets the most to do. Sydney is good, but because her character is in a unique situation, she doesn't get to say much. And Brendan, I feel, is almost being typecast at this point for being male eye candy who always seems to have a heart of gold. But to everyone's credit, they all get to amp things up in Act 3, and all of them get to flex their acting chops. And everyone looks like they were just having so much damn fun. But I want to stress that this is the longest Act 3 I have ever seen in a film because it goes on for over 1 hour, but it is extremely satisfying. I actually wouldn't have minded if it went on for a few more minutes. And I also like that the film is in a confined space within this huge compound. It's not even a mansion, just a gigantic compound. It's like being locked inside a prison, and there's really not much one can do, just have to survive. All of that added to the mystery building. So I don't have any cons here, but I will say I wish this film was a bit longer. If you're a fan of Michel Marone, you'll be saddened to know he has a very small role, which is unfortunate. There's also something that happens with one of the characters in Act 3, and she's concerned about Sydney's safety. But I'm sitting there asking myself, are you two even friends? Because if you are, there was no dedicated scene to really flesh that out. So this brings me to my final thoughts, and this gets a high 9 out of 10 from me. This was unexpected, and I like being surprised. I actually saw this a few times already, and if there is a sequel, I hope the same team returns and they fast track this. This is a home run for Paul Feig, who has had some misses in his prior films, but this is a big green light for me and definitely something to see on the big screen where it's meant to be seen. Also, thank you to everyone new to the channel. I'm going to do a shameless plug, but if you could spread the word to any friends who are into art and movies, please do so. My channel isn't official because YouTube has strict requirements in place, and if you want to help out, feel free to watch my playlist videos, have it run in the background on your phone, your TV, or tablet. It will mean a lot because I would love to do this full time one day, but I can't at the moment. So thank you for checking out my review. If you like, please subscribe. Helps the channel out a lot. Hit that thumbs up button. Leave your comments below. Feel free to share this with your friends, and if you happen to have a movie you'd like me to review, please let me know. I'd be happy to watch and illustrate it for a future video. Thanks again, and I hope the pictures put a smile on your face.